I'm Tara Monster, and I like to make things. Are you thinking about starting your own handmade business? In this video, I'm going to talk about the pros and cons of starting a handmade business so you're prepared for both the magical, exciting, and wonderful things that will happen, but also sometimes the ugly side of it. So keep watching. The first pro is you get to work from home or anywhere that's convenient for you. That's a dream come true for most people. You don't have to worry about commuting, getting stuck in traffic, or being late. You can set your own hours and control that part of your life. You can choose your own days off, take a trip to the craft store, even make lunch in your own kitchen. But even though working from home can be great, it can be detrimental to work in the same space that you live in. You probably have a pretty big collection of crafting supplies. You're going to need extra space in your home to devote to this, not to mention equipment, packing supplies, boxes, bubble wrap, etc. It can take up a lot more room than you realize, and it can quickly feel messy. Messy spaces can take an emotional toll on you. Stay as organized as you can. Put things away after each project. But realistically, you'll have multiple projects going on at once, and this may be a challenge. Try to at least clean everything up at the end of each workday for a fresh start the following morning. If you have an area of your home that you can devote to your business, like an extra room, that is ideal. My office is just in the corner of my dining room, but it's my designated work area, and that's what matters. This helps me separate work hours from my personal life, which is extremely important. The second pro is financial freedom. You can reap the rewards of extra profit for yourself. As profits go up, so does your salary. And that's why it's called financial freedom, because the glass ceiling on your salary that a regular 9-to-5 job has no longer exists. However, you will have new financial obligations that you may not have considered. Every business needs to start with some investment of capital. Even if you're a tiny handmade business selling for fun on Etsy, it's actually kind of expensive to run a business. I don't recommend starting your own business to anyone who needs immediate income to pay bills, buy food, or put a roof over your head. The best thing you can do is get a stable job first, then transition into making your business into a full-time job over time. Be prepared to dip into your personal savings, retirement funds, or investments during the early stages of your business to cover your daily expenses. You can always take out a loan, but there is interest and it might get tricky, especially if you aren't good with numbers or money management. You will need to learn proper accounting and cash management or hire someone to make sure you're meeting your daily budget and monitoring your expenses. Otherwise, it's very easy to start leaking cash and you'll feel like you're not bringing home any money, even though you have made some sales. Believe me, I have been there, and I know this from experience. The third pro is that you're in control of your business. You get to call the shots. You don't have to ask a supervisor or consult with a boss before making any business decision. You control your own life and career, and this can be super liberating and empowering. But on the flip side, it can be frightening for some of you, depending on your personality type. When an idea comes to you, people tend to just dive in without proper planning or thinking of the long-term outcome of that decision. And that can lead to potential failure. There is a lot of trial and error and experimentation when you work for yourself. There are a lot of risks involved, and to avoid them as much as possible, Proper strategic planning is essential. Give some thought to all the possible outcomes and do research on them. Listen to other business owners that have gone through similar experiences, like me, and learned from what they did. Planning, research, and input from other business owners is essential. The simple action of knowing your goals or having something to head towards once you start your journey can help a lot. The fourth pro is you are a creator of opportunities. When you start a business, you become a creator of opportunities for others in your local community as well as the global online community. You're now in a position where you can employ, help, and hire people, providing jobs. But not just that, you're now providing solutions to people who need your products. For example, stores that sell clothing rely on my t-shirts to keep their shelves stocked so that they can make a profit and keep their doors open. By starting a business, you are helping our society and its economy as a whole, whether or not you realize it. When you purchase materials and supplies from your vendors, those products have to come from somewhere. And there are lots of people behind the process of making those products that you are supporting because you're buying their stuff. The con is that there is definitely a lot of risk involved in running your business. Risks are inevitable in business and life in general, but you risk your ideas and products being copied. You risk meeting and making unhappy customers. You risk making business decisions that go south and all the financial risks that go along with that, which is why I recommend having some capital when you're first starting out. On the bright side, as you go along in your journey, you will learn from your mistakes and develop effective ways to solve even the most taxing issues at hand. And the more you practice at it, the easier it gets. Just think about all the problems that Mark Zuckerberg or Steve Jobs had to solve when starting their companies, especially when no one knew who they were. You will find your way in time. Success doesn't happen overnight. Just keep going and don't give up. Pro number 5 is passion. Most of you will create your business from passion, something you enjoy doing so much that you want to do it every day. It's your favorite hobby, whether it's making jewelry, sewing, woodworking, or crafting beers. I remember when I first started my business, it was born out of my love for drawing and translating my art onto clothing that people would actually wear. I became obsessed. Nothing made me happier. I even turned down the opportunity of a 4-figure salary at a graphic design firm. If you love what you do, you will never work a day in your life. A lot of people ask me what I enjoy doing in my free time. And the truth is, I like to work on my business. It's extremely satisfying, whether it's reading books on how to be successful or learning a new technique. I enjoy all of it. However, I do want to make a point that there is no shame in starting a business truly for the money or because you see potential in it. Even if passion isn't part of the equation for you, that doesn't make it wrong. Some people go to school just for business, and the act of running the business is their passion. It doesn't matter what the product is, and that's okay too. Starting a business out of passion doesn't always guarantee you'll make sales because you may not have any demand for the products you make. Just take the time to learn who your customers are, and that will give you some background on what kind of products to make. Research is very important, and it can take a lot of resources, whether that's effort, money, or time, to ensure the success of your business. Pro number 6. There's never been a better time to start an online business. You have so many options. When I started my business 13 years ago, there weren't any. Nowadays, you have so many online platforms like Etsy, Shopify, Wix, and Squarespace. You don't have to go through all the frustration of building a website from scratch like I did. Not to mention all the online resources there are to help you get your business going. But for every pro, there is a con. It's just really time consuming now to run a handmade business. You have to make your products, pack and fulfill orders, do customer service, promote your business, and post on social media. The list goes on and on. So manage your time well and ask for or hire help. I've hired many interns, employees, and collaborators over the years, and they have been essential to my business. That is all the pros and cons for this video. It is in no way an exhaustive list. In fact, I'd love to hear from you if you're currently running your own business or just starting one. What are the pros and cons you can think of? Please leave them in the comments below. If you enjoyed this video, please hit the thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and then click that bell to see when new videos are released. Leave any comments or questions below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye! You are a creator because the glass ceiling on the